Okay, this is the CRKT SEISMIC. I beat the mess out of it the other day, and it developed a tiny bit of up and down. So what I'm going to do tonight is open it up and see why. So, let's get into this. So I'm going to get into this, and I'm thinking there's probably a 40% chance I can't get this lock back together, so this might be more interesting than we thought it would be. But let's just see what we're doing here and what we got going here. Let's see, this is a T8 in case you want to take your SEISMIC apart. So we got the T8 taking out this pivot, which is also the lock, I believe. Alright, there's a spring in there, so let's be real careful. Alright, so that's how it goes in, just like that, into that springle region. Put that there. Alright, now this makes this side want to come out. Oh, this might be easier than we thought. So, if that's the lock, so that's the lock. What did we do to it? Did we damage it? I don't see any like structural damage to the lock that we did, because let me get a flashlight here. Check this out. This was way easier than I thought it was going to be. We're not going to have to open this whole thing up. We'll just check it out like so. Alright, let's look in there. I don't know. I don't see why it should be lock rocking. Alright, so at that position, it's going to be like that in the lock. I got a flashlight in my mouth. Let me take that out. So it's going to be like that. And there we have the lock rock with it in there. Take it out. So the lock rock is going to be what? It should be like some dings or some bends or something on the sides here, right? Get that flashlight back in my mouth here. I don't see anything that's banged up. I mean, I see a little bit of scratches there. Let me feel here with my fingernail. I don't feel anything there. Anything there. It's not bent. Let's see, let's check this one. Maybe this is dinged up. You know what? Just a tad. Let me get a better flashlight. Hold on. Alright, so this goes in there like so. And we got the back and forth. But, you know, if you look at it, there's nothing. The back and forth is not going to be a problem with this lock failing, because this stuff will have to shear all the way off in there for that lock to fail. So look at that. You got those holes in there. So you got these plugs going in there. How much force is that going to take to shear that off? It's going to take more than I was providing with the hammer for sure. So that's really cool. That's kind of reassuring to know that even though there's a little bit of lock rock, that's not going to be an issue with the lock itself. Now I just got to figure out what in the world is causing it. Alright, I'm going to turn this off just for a second. Okay, now the way we are banging on it is going to be hitting, let's see, this side the hardest as you put it in this way. So it's going to be shutting like that, clink. So it's going to be hitting this crunch and this side crunch. So you'd think there will be like a deformation there on that side, and I don't see it. It's scratched, obviously, not super scratched, but scratched up. And this side is nice and scratched up, but I don't see anything that would create an issue, unless this little ridge here is not, see where it's a little deformed down there? I wonder if that was caused No, because that's part of the lock. See, that makes it fit in. So that that makes it fit into the lock. I don't know. I don't see what is causing the lock rock on this. Maybe somebody from CRKT can tell me. Maybe I need better glasses. Hold on. Alright, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to break this down even further. I don't want to do this. I thought I had it. Thought we had a good thing going here. Alright, let's see if we can get in there. Oh, I don't want to do this. I used to like this knife so much before I took it apart and couldn't get it back together. Alright, so there's that screw there. Alright. We can also use this as a disassembly of the seismic. There's that screw there. Alright. Be careful, that blade is open. Let's get in there. Unscrew the lock there, or the clip. There. Alright, put the clip in the screw there. Right, will this come off? Came right off, fantastic. Okay, now let's inspect this a little bit closer. Oh, that thing is bolted in there somehow. So I'm going to take off both sides of this because it wants to be difficult. This is not going to be fun. Alright, let's take this side off. Alright, the seismic. This is the, not Kaiser, I keep calling it the Kaiser seismic. The CRKT SEISMIC. Alright, get these screws out here. They're coming out really easy, so it's not like they're locked up with Loctite or anything, so that's a good idea. I mean, that's a good plus for sure. Let me turn off my flashlight here if I run out the batteries. Okay. So there we go. There's the last screw there. Will this one pop off? It will. Oh, it comes off with the pivot ring too. Alright, cool. So now, holy freak, this thing's put together. Look at that detent. This is like the detent bar, I believe. Let me check that out. Oh, that is really interesting. Alright, let's look in here and see if we can't see what's going on here. Looks like my head flashlight is dying here. Yep, it's dying. Great. Wonderful. Alright, let's check in here. Is there anything broken? Uh-oh. Oh. Is that it? Is that it? I think I see it. I think I see the problem. No, because now I put that in there like that, and there is no problem. So, what's the deal here? What is the deal? Let's check that out. Oh, I'll turn this off just to look. Hold on. I can't honestly see anything that would cause this problem. I just don't know. I don't see it. Because look, now let's pretend this lock goes in right through the liners like that. And I'm going to hold it there with my thumb. There's nothing. There's no lock rock, no nothing. Now, switch it out just a little bit. Like there's a scale there. Alright. And there's a little bit of lock rock there. See, there's lock rock. So it's got to be something in that area there. Alright, I'm going to keep breaking it down, I guess. I don't want to. So I'm going to take this last liner off of here. Maybe this will help me figure out what's going on. Man, I don't want to do this. I hate taking down mysterious knives. So far, it's not a problem. I just don't want it to become a problem. Alrighty. You know, they put this knife together well, and they made it to where you could remove all this stuff pretty well as well. So so far I have no reason not to buy this knife. I beat the mess out of it. The lock is still sturdy. It's got a little bit of play. But you beat the mess out of a knife like that, you're kind of expecting something to go on. Uh-oh. See, now this is not what I wanted. Oh, that's just that. Okay, good. So put that one, that one. That's just a little pin that came out. That one goes there. That one. All right. Now let's see if we can't get this open without tearing our fingers off. Man, this thing doesn't want to come off either. Do I gotta take that apart too? What's going on here? I gotta take the pivot apart? Holy moly. They're not kidding about this. Let's see if I can get a screwdriver here on the multi-tool. Alright, there we go. Is that what it needs? Is it really gonna make me do this? I gotta unscrew this pivot. Holy cow. I'm just gonna sell this to somebody as a part. Nope, that's not gonna come off. It's twisting on me. So. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just feeling the whole thing unscrew. Oh, me. Sorry for all the headaches, guys. Just fast forward to the end. If you see the thumbs up, you know I completed this successfully. If not, you see another finger up, you'll know what happened. It was not successful. Alright, so the pivot's unscrewing here. We're going to break this down. We're going to figure this out. We're going to use our humongous brain. Well, not me, but, you know, collective humongous brain that we have to get in there and figure out why the seismic has a little back and forth. Holy cow, this screw's taking forever. Maybe if I could lock this down a little bit. Thought there was a way to lock that down. Oh, there it is. Just be careful, this knife is sharp and it wants to stab you. Alright, so we got this side off. Let's see if there's any damage in there. I don't see any kind of damage that would affect that lock. Alright, so no damage there. That goes like so. Alright, there's the IKVS bearings. Like so. Alright, let's see, is there any damage to the knife? This is all very interesting. I need a magnifying glass. Somebody told me to get a magnifying glass and I should have. Alright, let me get in there. I think I see something. Nope, that was just oil. So no dings or divots or anything in the blade itself that would cause that kind of lock. At least I don't think so. Do y'all see anything? Anything that would cause that? If y'all see something, just speak up. I don't mind. I'm not infallible here with my old man vision. It doesn't look like there's any non-machined dings in there. This is what I'm kind of interested in, this lock or this liner here to see, but I don't see anything. I don't see any bumps or dings or divots that shouldn't be there. I don't know what's going on with this knife. I might just send it back to CRKT and see, hey, what's going on with the knife? Not that I want my money or anything. I just want to see if they know. All right, let me reconstruct this thing, and you don't want to see that on camera. So we will pause it. Do you want to see it? Nah. Alright, so while I can't figure out what is causing it, reassembling it, I took out most of that lock rock. I just can't, I can barely feel it now. And you gotta make sure this thing is tightened up. All these little springs in here, the little screws that are into the spring here, you gotta get fixed, you gotta get tightened up. You gotta make sure that pivot screw is tightened within those two liners. And then after that, this thing just is just locked up. There's a little bit, just a little bit. If you yank this thing as hard as you can feel a tiny bit. And I think I just got to go through and lock it up a little bit more. So I'm thinking, whoop, I'm gonna get my finger off the blade. That what happened was when I was banging on it, it didn't hurt the lock as much as it just kind of loosened up stuff in there. I'll take it apart and check it out a little bit more, but right now this thing is locked up. I have no problem doing what I need to do with this thing, and it's just a really awesome, really cool knife. But you got to make sure everything is, if you're gonna abuse it like I did, especially. And I put it on the wrong, well, I didn't put on the wrong thing, I guess, because this thing's kind of an ambidextrous knife, right? That's the beauty of it. All right, so now it's the left-handed. So there you go. Really, it wasn't too bad taking it down. I got a little frustrating because I missed the bearings and whatnot, like I always do. Oh, you want to see what I did to my T6? Yeah, sheared the top of it. Just straight up sheared it with my brute gorilla type strength. That's the top of my T6 there. Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got working. Arm wrestling grip. All right. All right, so do me a favor. Like the video down here. Go over here, subscribe. Come back here, hit the notification bell so you know when I load videos, and do me a favor and check out the rest of those videos. And I will talk to y'all later.